So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality. How many of you can relate? If you do, let me know in the comments down below. That quote is from Jim Carrey, and it speaks to the heart of the matter of what's holding great, intelligent people from allowing themselves to manifest wealth and true happiness into their lives. And maybe that's you, and you're no longer willing to accept that your fear is what's creating this feeling of being unfulfilled in your life. Well, good, because that's the first step in starting this chain reaction that's going to push you closer to manifesting unimaginable wealth and happiness into your life. These next simple steps I'm going to share with you today will help you get the rest of the way there. Guys, if you're brand new here to my channel, my name is Pilar Newman and a huge welcome to you. On this channel, I share with you investment and wealth building strategies. So if that's something that interests you, then definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now, when I was 23 years old, I almost died in a car accident. This was many moons ago. I was young, very foolish, and thinking, I'm going to live forever. But one night, I almost didn't even live to see the next day, let alone live to see my 175th birthday, which, by the way, I do intend on reaching. Now, the circumstances revolving that accident are too many to go into right now. But that night, when I came to from the concussion I had just endured from my car skidding down an embankment off the highway, violently slamming my head against the window and landing at the side of the tree, is when I came to terms with my own mortality. That this thing we all share called life is not infinite, that there is an end to it. Now, I know that may sound grim, but it's actually the most positive thing you'll hear today. Because when you suddenly become aware of your own mortality, that's when you realize there's nothing to lose. And that word, practicality, no longer makes sense to you. Because renouncing yourself to the idea that just because you're at a job or in a career that you're capable of doing well means you need to stay there, even though you desire to be somewhere else, doing something that actually aligns to what brings you happiness, yet you stay and you let time pass. Or maybe you're at a place where you do enjoy doing the work, but you neglect to ask for that raise that you know you deserve, or that promotion you've been waiting on for years. So far, you're subconsciously saying yes in your mind to that circumstance you've created. You're accepting that financial outcome. See, you're telling the universe that you don't want to attract anything more than what you already have available to you. So there's no reason then for the universe to do its magical thing and give you more wealth, more happiness, more health. So how do you go about changing that and bringing more abundance, more wealth to yourself? It all starts with mindset. Now, I know we're talking about financial wealth, but this really can apply to anything you want to attract in your life. Right now, our minds are pre-programmed to use our past experiences of life to decide whether something is possible or not. Take marriage as a quick example. It's not a coincidence that your friends who have parents that are still married are also married themselves or in committed relationships. They've seen this. They know it's possible. And just as equally, it's not a coincidence that your friends who come from broken homes where their parents are divorced are unmarried and have a fear of commitment. Now listen to this. When people look to attract wealth into their life, even when all the right intentions are there, they tend to go after what they believe they can accomplish based on their past experiences. And oftentimes, this translates into putting up an artificial ceiling on how much you believe you can earn. Right now, tell me, do you believe you can earn $1 million? Or does that sound too far-fetched to you? If you don't believe you can earn $1 million, then you won't. So manifesting wealth starts with changing the story we tell ourselves in our mind as to what we believe is possible in our present and in our future. But often, out of fear, we default to what's easier or more practical, and that leads to an unfulfilled life. Instead, we want to go boldly towards what we truly desire in this life. That's when the doors of opportunity and abundance will begin to present themselves to you. Here are 3 actionable things you can do right now to reprogram your mind to attract more wealth into your life. The first and most important thing to do is to ask yourself, why? Why am I in this situation I currently find myself in? What have I done up until this point in my life that has attracted these set of circumstances to me? And be truthful with yourself. Once you are able to confront that person in the mirror is when you'll get out of your own way. Secondly, ask for what you want. And you have to be clear on what you really want. Jim Carrey wanted $10 million. So one day he wrote himself a check for that amount for acting services rendered, and he gave himself 5 years to fulfill that goal. He dated the check for Thanksgiving 1995 and then placed that check in his wallet. Guess what happened next? Just before Thanksgiving 1995, he found out that he got the role for the movie Dumb and Dumber and that he was getting paid $10 million for that role. So ask for what you want and be clear with it. Lastly, have the discipline to do the work. You have to do the work and manifest it yourself. Go out there and create it. Too many people believe you just ask and then sit back and wait and wait some more for that thing to arrive to you. It doesn't work like that. Because when you don't put in the effort, you won't believe that it can actually happen, and your mind will begin to operate in imposter syndrome mode. Remember when we were talking about how powerful the mind is? Well, you're going to subconsciously sabotage yourself because you won't truly believe you can achieve that thing of which you desire. But when you do the work, that imposter syndrome begins to turn into self-confidence. That self-confidence emits a very strong positive signal to the universe that you are ready to attract abundance into your life. So ask the universe for what you want, respect yourself enough to stay disciplined, and you'll attract all the wealth and happiness you truly desire. Underneath this video, in the description section, I placed some wealth building resources for you. They are yours for the taking if you want them. Thank you so much for watching. I send you all the positive energy your way so that you can go ahead and attract wealth and abundance. And I'll see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.